An anti-government activist in Belarus is recovering after stabbing himself in the throat during a court hearing. Meanwhile, nearly 500,000 people don't have clean drinking water in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ian Lee is in London following these stories as well as other international headlines for us. Ian, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Yeah, the incident in Belarus illustrates the alleged brutal tactics of the government and the desperation of the opposition activists. Activist Stefan Letipov stabbed his own throat during a court hearing because of alleged threats from the authorities against his family. He was in front of a judge facing allegations of organizing protests and resisting arrest. Before cutting himself, he said security officials warned that if he didn't admit his guilt, he'd be thrown into prison with hardened criminals and prosecutors would go after his relatives and neighbors. Letipov was rushed to the hospital and has survived. And Belarus's President Alexander Lukashenko won an election last August with 80% of the vote, but opposition leaders called it a fraud, sparking a wave of protests. Thousands of people have since been arrested. Next, nearly 500,000 people are without clean drinking water in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Doctors Without Borders say they're in urgent need of help after a volcano eruption. A reservoir and pipes were damaged, leading to an outbreak of cholera. Hundreds of thousands of people still can't return to their homes as it's still unsafe. The volcano's initial eruption killed 32 people and is still spewing lava. There have been a number of earthquakes in the area since then. Next, we are in China, where officials confirmed a 41-year-old man has been infected with a rare bird flu strain. This is the first known human case of the infection. Authorities didn't give any details of how he got infected. He was also diagnosed last week and has since recovered. Unfortunately, contact tracing didn't find anyone else with the virus. China's National Health Commission says a large-scale spread is extremely low, and as of now, there isn't any evidence of human-to-human transmission. Finally, we are staying in China, where a herd of 15 wild elephants trekked more than 300 miles out of a nature reserve and are now approaching a major city. Officials don't know why they left, but are trying to keep the animals away from the city limits. Authorities mobilized a task force of 360 people, along with dozens of cars and 9 drones, to track the herd, which is made up of 6 females, 3 males, 3 juveniles, and 3 calves. And of course, their secret weapon to lure them away: food. Anne-Marie, one theory of why they're lost is that the leader lacks experience, and that's what got them lost. But I feel for the leader. It's not like it could stop and ask for directions or use a GPS like we would.
Definitely not. The P standing for pachyderm in this case. But in all seriousness, apparently they have either trampled or eaten a lot of crops, over $1 million worth. So it could be a tremendous blow to some of the rural farmers out there. So hopefully they make their way home or guided home with some other assistance, if not GPS, very soon. Ian, thank you very much.